original English flag, people. See the original flag, that's it, original English flag. Yeah, connection shit over it. Very bad, big up Jojo. Bad connection, man, no good. Oh, look at that.
Sleeping earlier, you can do it.
Yeah, we're out of track there, people. Wow. Just keeps buffering, people. That is a wanker. So where's he getting arrested? So there is a wanker. What's he saying about you can't say hurty words, eh? up, Keith. Oi, oi. Big yourself up, Keith. Fuck the BBC! Can't move. Chock-a block. In the thick of it now, people. Will we make it? Will we make it to the end? We'll see. In the window up there. I know the trains will be mad, honestly, with all the football fans on it, with the Man City and Chelsea fans, and then we've got us, then you've got the pro plasticine bunch, the woke mob, doing their own thing. Beautiful people, yes. Flagging going on. Oi, oi, a bit of flagging. He's raising the colours on his own. Big up. honestly, big up the mods. Big respect to you. Starting to rain, people. Gonna get wet in a second. No, I don't know. I would. To be fair, I don't think so. I could be wrong though. I'm towards the back end. But on the 13th, we couldn't move nowhere. So. What's the reports coming in? Obviously, the mainstream are going to talk shit. Say there's only a few thousand, and there's fucking loads. It's in the hundreds anyway, I tell you that. That's it! Bit of that. And the old smiley faces, just in juice. Yeah, Canadian flag. Got the old Canadian flag there. Oh, thank you, Stop the fucking boats, that's what we need to do. Get them out. Fucking all the way at the front, mate. Way far ahead. Big up, Tom. Big up yourself, brother. Big up Donald Trump. Big up Trump. Bringing, restoring world order anyway. That's what Trump's doing. Good man. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet. Probably won't even get into the... Just about getting to Whitehall, I suppose. It'll be packed. That's alright though. I'm here with the Patriots. It's all good. I think this is my 6th one. My 6th United Kingdom. Not bad, eh?
I'm just.
Is it at Whitehall, old Hammers, yeah? Big up, Hammers. Love old Hammers, man. He's a legend. He's a good man off camera as well. He's got good advice for you. Yes, man. Oi, oi, like the t-shirt. Oi, oi, lads. Big up, lads. All good, yeah? Love it. Aim high, vote low, millions must go. That's it. Big up, lads. Big up, lads. Hey, big up. Aim high, vote low, millions must go. That's it. The Restore boys are here. Big up the Restore. It's been achieved. You're saying the English. That's what you're saying. That's the achievement. Being with your fellow patriots, feeling the love. Can't fucking beat it. Starmer shit in his pants all week. Couldn't stop talking about Tommy this, Tommy that. Fuck yourselves. We're here. Bang. 4 nations, 1 kingdom. Piss down, people, starting to piss down. Good on you, David. Good on you, David. Mr. Brent, good on you. Hope you have a lovely day, sir. Hope this ain't upsetting you too much, alright? You enjoy yourself. Big up. Thanks for popping in. Got beggars in the air. Bit of rain, people, bit of rain. The old wind will have some of that. Up the England! Up the England! Big up the Scotland. Wow. Oh, I love the smell of 420, mate. Oh no, I am, I'm sure I am. Miserable, till I die. Oh no, I am, I'm sure I am, I'm England, till I die. Here we are, people, oh Nelson! Big up, Nelson. There's the geezer. That's the left. No supper, yes. The milk.
Are you at the
That's what I would say, sick of it. The Admiralty, I think's over there.
it'll sound nicer in
Can't even move.
see what's on the kickback. I'll give you a call.
Sorry, brother. Big up, Michael. Oi, oi. What's happening, matey? Supposed to go that way, but it's too chock-a-block. No chance getting down there.
I'm nearly underground.
Busy. Oh, you've been good, brother. Oh, mate, you're at the front, yeah? Fair play to you. Big up yourself. I've just been staying out the back, mate. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. That's it, Paul.
Go up and go right, go down right.
Oh, the old Burnley flag. Oh, yeah, fair play, Mike. I'll do my best to spot you. Big respect to you, man. It's a lovely day, isn't it, being with your fellow patriots? Can't beat it. Well said, Keith, well said. Tommy Robinson. Can't even get down Whitehall, people. Can't even get down there. That busy. Yeah, he's here, brother. Yeah, that's the one, mate. I can never get to the front, that's why I'm just pulling back there, mate. Yeah, none of that.
It happened to me last year.
I don't want to be cramped to that.
I was stuck in Parliament Square
Yeah,
last
yeah.
year. Didn't even see the screens.
No. Have a good day, brother. I can, but as I say, I'm chilling back there. You know why? In case I need a piss, that's the truth. If the old bladder goes, I'm fucked. Who's that? Rihanna Sky White's mum speaking. That's Rihanna's mum speaking. The girl who was killed by the Asian migrant at the hotel. So that's Rihanna. Fuck it, let's do it, people. Let's go. Let's get in there. Fuck it. Oi. There you go, Keith. Oh, Nelson. Oi, Nelson's there. No, German bombers. One down, shot, one down. They're part of the problem. There's no turning back now, mate. No turning back now. Summer's a traitor.
Yeah, I just back up.
There's no way he went straight. We're going to work on come back.
Here we go, Whitehall, we're at Whitehall, people.
I'm making up the script.
Come on, prisoners, you're right, prisoners, yeah? All good, brother, you're right, Jason, yeah? All good, brother.
Oh, mate.
I'm one of the Britannia bunch, I remember
mate,
you, though.
yeah.
Hope you're all right, brother.
Thank you very much. We're we've got a little bit.
Where do I know that face from? Where do I know you from?
Oh, mate, prisoners is there.
The left guy was the right guy.
Every single penny donated will go to so to answer the shortlist event, please
Just making a quick video, people. Yeah, get on there! Get on there! All the boozers are closed, people. All the pubs are closed.
That's the real cost. The reality of open border mass immigration. That's the reality. We'll talk to you about the darkest stain in British history. When an invading army of men were brought into this nation and raped and pillaged their way through it, and the full acceptance of that place and our police force. When we look investigation, when I started talking about this first in 2004, it's what we call grooming. We're talking about a rape jihad. I want to give you some numbers from the world that's listening. And you know what? These crimes would never have been allowed to happen if we were a proud, strong nation. Why? Tell me why. Allowed it to happen in their towns and cities. We lost daughters and our women. I want to talk about Telford. The reason I concentrated on Telford is my grooming down investigation. You haven't watched the documentaries? We have a very brave lady here today who led the march. Nicole is here from episode 1. A brave lady who led the way in highlighting these crimes. In Telford, there's a Muslim men. That town, they raped into the police's numbers. 1,000 children were raped and 5 were murdered. 20% of the Muslim men in that town were identified by the police as being involved in the rapes. That's one town. One small town that no one had really been to or heard of, that only has a 1.7% Muslim population. What do you think it's like in Birmingham?
Ah, bless you, thank you.
The other town you've heard of is what? Rotherham.
Big up, Darren. Big up, Darren. Hope you're good, brother.
3.7%.
Big up yourself, Darren. If you're doing a live, I might pop in tomorrow evening, brother. A big respect to you, mate.
I want you to think about the children. Now, they thought they'd bring community cohesion. Covering up for these crimes. If 1,400 children were raped in the small town of Rotherham, and each one of those children has 4 family members, that...
I am ya. Gary! Gary! You're bringing a car now.
face of the survivors of this scandal. Let's introduce them.
Majority of them were Pakistani Muslim men. 7 men have been charged with more than 40 offences in connection with a major investigation into child sexual exploitation in Bristol. Just turned 14, he was 24, so he's 10 years older than me. He would be from something like this. This was happening all around that time. Majority of them were Pakistani Muslim men. Now this inquiry is about truth, exposure and accountability.
Hello, mate. Nice hat. You alright, brother? You alright, mate? Nice to see you, mate.
Where are you from?
The Isle of Dogs.
Are
I'm
you?
from Tower Hamlets, unfortunately.
All right.
I had to vote reform, unfortunately. You know, in the local elections. But I did tell their candidates, if Rupert was here, I'll be voting for him all day. You know, he's the main man here. He's the one who sorted everything out.
Yeah.
He just speaks his mind, and that's what I like.
I'm going to vote him in 2029.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. I'm getting everyone on board. Trying to get as many people. Oh, good to see you, mate. Honestly, have a nice day, brother. Up the restore. Aim high, vote low, millions must go. That's it.
Have been destroyed and ripped apart by gangs of men and women.
Big up, Martha.
Children
Big up,
were
Martha.
raped by dogs. There was poured petrol on, forced to dig.
One of the lads from the island, they're going to, where is it? I forget.
Whilst gangs of men raped them.
Covent Garden, they're having a drink up later at Covent Garden.
While they placed children in microwaves, ovens and freezers. Now that is only one part of the story. Professionals that are paid to protect did absolutely nothing. They didn't just do nothing, they were involved. Police officers held cop nights where groups of police officers raped children and then handed them
Yeah, I just saw prisoners not long ago. Jason.
While social services turned a blind eye. Politicians
It's a massive
were also
screen.
involved, and children were sacrificed for goals. Jahangir Akhtar is a Labour politician. He made a no prosecution deal with rapist or shall I say, and PC Hassan Allen. They was making deals. Let's not forget how the minister this was the Labour government and the Tory government. The Tories don't get off lightly either. No more
homeless soldiers, gents.
competition. It's they're trying to Did he stop? Did you have the
That'll be fun getting home later. We've got here.
Sitting in the wrong place today. Well, they don't want to power one man to do.
Look at that little scammer. Look at this little scammer. Having a laugh. She's on the shift. She's on the day shift. Fucking having a laugh. Oh, Man City. Stormers away! Stormers away! He's on here. Fuck's that.
That's alright, mate. No problem.
They said no drinking. Some people are off their nuts right now. That's the truth, people. It's not good to be fair. Not a nice look. People swaying. It's scatty to be fair.
He's an angry man.
Tommy Robinson. Oh, Tommy.
The wife maker in the green and white for Wales, and myself up here as the union. So we sing this song.
Just making a quick video, people.
We know that this
And glory. Hey, all right? She sung at Christmas. You know the Christmas show we put on. Lovely voice, this lady. Oh, the sound's gone. Something's happened to her mic. London, baby!
That is still relevant today in 2026. It was written by a great British poet called William Blake. And it says, on this land, these green and pleasant lands, Jerusalem will be built. And that was the message back then. And that created this great country we call the United Kingdom. And we turned away from those values, we turned away from that God, Jesus Christ. And now in 2026, united as one through his great movement, it's time to look back to the Lord and Saviour, the founder of this world, the founder of this nation, Jesus Christ. Let's sing this song together, Jerusalem.
Beautiful voice. I love this lady. She's got a great voice, honestly. She's out at the Christmas show, man.
And did the holy Lamb of God in England's pleasant pasture see? And did the countenance divine shine forth upon
See the rain. Let's go and see the rain. Up the Rangers, up there.
Who's come here today? Let's talk about media. There's a gentleman who's going to speak now, who's been told if he speaks today, he will never set foot back inside this country. This gentleman is the original OG of new media. You know, anyone who stood up against the media, they've faced relentless attacks, they've faced dark times, but they've come through them. So to hand you next to a gentleman, let's see his little intro video, let's go.
He sent us here knowing we would fail and sin, but that is for our own good.
You are not crazy. You are not lazy. You are not imagining things.
I can tell you they were either dead set against doing it or they were terrified. What made them heroes is they conquered their fear for what they had to do.
Truth is, the rules have changed. Promises have been broken. Institutions have failed. Banks were rescued while families like yours weren't.
Hello. I bring you greetings from the United States of America. It is such an honor to be with you today. It is really an amazing thing to see you all stand up, and I come here to stand with you shoulder to shoulder because of people like Tommy and people like you that have shown the courage to speak and stand when so few will. Thank you. You have truly paid a price for refusing to ignore what is obviously happening all around us. You refuse to not see what's happening to our streets and to our daughters and to our women in the streets. And it means something as an American to see you stand. And I just want you to know there are millions of Americans all across the other side of the world that see you, hear you, and are praying for you and are standing with you today. I want to make it clear why I am. Thank you. I will tell you that I am here today, like you, not to stand against anything that hate, not to stand for hatred, but to stand for the most revolutionary idea in human history, that all men are created equal, and not because the king or parliament says it, but because we are all endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. Those rights cannot be taken from us by government or religion. No ideology can take them away. They are life and liberty and the right to speak your mind and to speak truth. The right to worship or not worship according to your conscience. Equal justice under the law. These words come from our American Declaration of Independence, but they were born here on this soil. They were born here in England, the meadows of Runnymede with the Magna Carta. They were born in the English common law that said even the king is not above the law. In the covenant faith of the Scottish people, the stubborn independence of the freeborn Englishmen who said they will never bow to a tyrant. These are the principles that built the freest, most prosperous civilization the world has ever known. And Sharia law cannot abide by it.
Hey! I agree to that.
Sharia law cannot live side by side. It does not see all men that are created equal. It does not practice and protect
hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
That faith or even criticize that faith. It does not grant equal dignity to every daughter and every son under the law.
I'll say September was bigger still. September the 30th
It's
was
a
bigger.
parallel system. Our hard-fought rights retreat, and history has shown it time and time again. Our shared failure on both sides of the Atlantic is that we forgot where our rights come from. We have treated liberty as something automatic, something in the air that we breathe, instead of the sacred inheritance that needs to be taught and defended defended and lived by each and every generation. But that forgetting has opened the door. But the good news is, the uniting hope is that it's not too late to remember. We can, beginning now, teach our children again that those God-given rights, those truths are what makes us free. We can demand that every person that comes to our shore, or the shores of any country in Western civilization, or those who are already here, that they must live under the same equal law that protects every citizen. One law, one standard of living, one standard for every man and every woman. And if we can do that, then we'll restore what made the West worth restoring and defending. Great Britain and the United States, we are not separate stories. We are not. We are branches of the same tree. The tree that is rooted in equality before God and the law. If we stand together on that foundation, not in anger, but in clarity, and the courage that you are showing today just for standing here, then our children will inherit not decline, but they will again inherit a brighter future. A civilization where every person can come here and walk these streets in safety, speak freely, and pursue happiness without fear. That is our fight. That is our inheritance. That is what will unite all of us and renew the West. I am so happy to see all of your flags all in front. We have been told that we should be ashamed. We are not ashamed of our heritage. We have learned from our mistakes. We are proud that our shared heritage changed the world, healed the world, and fed the world. And as our president, President Lincoln, once said, with malice toward none and charity toward all, let us remember truly who we are. Raise your flags and raise your voices. As our President George Washington said at the beginning of our nation, let us raise a standard that the wise and the honest can repair. The event is in the hand of God. As the scriptures tell us, as for me and my house, we know who we serve. And as our current president, Donald Trump, might say, make England great again. God bless you. May God help us save our shared republics and civilization. God bless you. Thank you for standing.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. Next up, we've for too long been labelled as people talk, and I always thought we were just a working class movement. We get called thugs from poverty backgrounds. Right now I'm going to introduce you to a speaker. He's an incredibly successful gentleman, runs a huge business, and they are everyone from the bottom to the top in Great Britain is pissed off. We've all had enough. The next speaker has helped a lot with making this day possible, so I want to have a round of applause in thanking him, because it wouldn't have happened without his support as well. So Gary Harvey, come up here, sir.
Hooray!
Right, good afternoon, London. Good afternoon, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales. Good afternoon to the whole of the United Kingdom. I truly love you, and that's why I'm here today. I've taken the chance to put my head above the parapet for the sake of the business. The businesses in this country are on their knees at times with this current Prime Minister that we have. Well, I feel insulted to actually call him a Prime Minister. I want a little bit of participation by the audience. So I'm going to say a few things here. So I was quite intrigued when our Prime Minister, when he first got in, he turned up, had a sharp suit, he had his glasses, he had his brill creamed hair, and then he continued on to be an absolute wet week. What he decided to do was he'd go over and he made out that he was going to be some sort of statesman for the United Kingdom. How wrong he was. He was a fucking embarrassment. And I'm sorry I swore there, but that's how I feel. Last year I got on the stage with 2 minutes. And I thanked Tommy from the bottom of my heart for those 2 minutes, because I was throwing televisions out the window every time I saw Sadiq Khan and I saw Starmer appear. That's what I like to hear. I want to hear a cheer when you like it, I want to hear a boo when you don't. So, he then sent over the king. He had to do something. He'd lost all credibility and has. And then we see Keir Starmer, right? Oh yes. We see Keir Starmer write the King's speech for him. And I watch and cringe as I see the King spitting that speech out and thinking, why am I here? Well, I wrote my only little bill that I would have had the King say in his speech. First thing he would have said is, no more DEI, no more ESG, no more identification. It's absolutely a travesty that we're actually considered that in business we can't look after people, that we need to have DEI and everything else. It's an absolute bloody insult. Now, the next thing is Keir Starmer and Ed Miliband. They talk about net zero. I'm not talking about net zero, I'm talking about net zero migration. That's where we need to be. In previous governments, they've been asked, how many? 100,000, 200,000? We had almost 1 million when we had Boris Johnson in power. That needs to stop, and we literally need to have zero. And I'll tell you again, the reasons why. I'm sure many of you come from small towns like I do. Back in the 70s, our population of our town was 12,000. Do you know what? We had 2 hospitals with accident and emergency. We had hospitals that could give birth to children. My brother was born there. We had a full-time police station. We had a full-time fire service. Roll forward to what we have now in my town. No hospitals, no police station, and a part-time fire service. It's an absolute disgrace that the government continue to build houses with no infrastructure. And for sure, I'm sure we're all pissed off with the potholes. I'm running out of time here, so I'm going to have to just say the betrayal of the British people is so clear now. When you look at the Brexit vote, I personally voted for Brexit and I believed in democracy. Unfortunately, that is not what Keir Starmer believes in. And by stealth, he's slowly giving everything away, right the way from the farmers and the fishermen. Now, what I would like to say to you all is, Donald Trump got it exactly right about Keir Starmer. He said The man is no Winston Churchill. But you know what I see here? Tens of thousands of Winston Churchills. We will not surrender. We won't. It's not acceptable. This speech comes from the heart, comes off the cuff, and all I can say is I bloody well love you all, and I'll probably get slaughtered as a businessman for being up here, but I'll do it all again next year.
Thank you, Gary. Oh, what a state did we get in when it even become an issue to say there's two genders? How many genders are there? They are polluting the minds of our children. They're confusing our children. They're creating a generation of weak and confused and mentally unwell children. I have personally watched as one woman stood up. And do you know when people stand up? Many people in this movement, I've watched them come and go. Okay? After the last 15 years, I've seen new leaders rise, and then I've seen them fall. Some of them disappear. Not many stay the test. Not many face the absolute abhorrent attacks. I've seen one woman who did. Let's play.
This is your chance to come and stand with us in saying that we are not okay about the direction this country is taking. We are not okay with leaving this country in a worse state than we found it. We are not okay in a future for our children and our grandchildren that frankly does not look so bright. That we are not okay with the rise of Islam and the grip that Islam seems to have over authority in this country. We are not okay with that. If not you, then who? And if not now, then when?
Good afternoon. Decided to speak out a while ago about men.
We buy a horse and get to the horse. We buy a street and get to the street. I bet you already had.
And I want to say to you all, they are afraid. They are afraid of what? And quite frankly, they should be. But I want to say, look,
Sounds good.
Are you at the front? Are you at the front?
Don't better lip sync it.
to learn nonsense they are teaching them in schools. It's not too late to get them in spaces. It's not too late. It's not. It is not too late to get these men on every single official office in this country. And all not too late. It is absolutely vital. If we remove Islam from every single place of authority. If you want to say this, you have
Right, go. Where the barrier now? Where the barrier now?
do our children have a single sex race? You have to go to your councils and you have to ask your councils to deliver single sex services. You have to make sure your councils are not bringing in hundreds of HMOs into your small towns. You have to avert these bastard acts.
What a great style she has as well. What a beautiful style. Right, do you know what I just...
Red buckle.
Tommy Robinson.
I have just seen the aerial footage from today. I've just watched the helicopter footage from today. Wow, brilliant! We are here in our millions. I want you to watch this next video. We're going to show pictures of people. I want the strongest reaction you have when you see that image. Please, I want to see how you react to each individual you're about to see. Let's go. All the way to Trafalgar Square, let's go.
That's that, dude.
No, we're still together.
USA! 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 Let me tell you why it's important. Why that man is important as well. Every single time there is a higher power that is working.
Big respect to you. Last day, yeah?
Us up as a nation and said, go get them! What country? Unite your people! Let me tell you a story when we went to the United States recently, okay? I went there 6 weeks before the event. We thought we had secured funding for this event, yeah? We've had to beg, okay? We thought we received funding for this event. Then we got the knockback that money wasn't coming. We had 6 weeks to go. Richard Inman, if you're here, I'm sorry. To my team, I'm sorry. I ranted and I raved. I just walked in there to my team, to Aidan, who's put a lot of this together. And I've given him a fist bump. Because I have been stressed, I have been ranting, I've been probably a nightmare to be around. Right? But that's what it was like in America. I found out one day that we didn't look like we had the money. So I've gone in a group chat and I've said, why are you all moaning about what people are saying online? We haven't even got an event. We've got no screens, we've got no event. It's not going to have the effect. The momentum is not going to be there. I travelled that day to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. 15 years ago at the start of the English Defence League, there was a gentleman called Bjorn, who was from Canada, and he set a meeting up with me in London. And 5 state senators flew over from the United States. This was 15, 16, 17 years ago. And I met a gentleman there. His name was Andy Miller. A very nice man. I met him multiple times. We went out for dinner. And as I was in America, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go see Andy Miller. So I'd arranged to meet him for nothing other than dinner. Yeah? So we find out one day there's no funding. We think we're lost on the event. 6 weeks to go to the biggest event we've put on. I fly into Nashville, Tennessee. I go to dinner with this gentleman, Andy Miller, his wife, and some friends. And I sat there and laid my heart out. I said, we are building something that we've built for years. The country's ready, they're awake, and we're fucked. Okay? We can't put the event on. I sat there. Do you know what he gets? 200. He sat there. He'd had a few beers. Yeah. He'd had a few beers. He said, Tommy, I'll give you £200,000 for your event.
You stole it.
And I knew he'd had a few beers, and I was like, I didn't go there for that, yeah? That is a higher power, okay? The next day, I said, that's Jesus, okay? Andy Miller is a devout, staunch Christian. Now, he went from that meeting, I went straight in the group chat and said, it's fucking on. It's on. We're putting on this event. We're going to succeed in this event. Andy messaged me the next day. He must have woke up with a hangover. And I was thinking, is he really going to get this money? He's pretty drunk. I thought, was he going to get this money? He texted me and said, he's already winning £200,000 or $200,000. He said, he said, I'm going to send you $200,000 to the tech company, these guys. I was like, oh my God, here we go, get the team ready. I went straight back in the group message and said, lads, we're going to make history in 5 weeks. Yeah? I then travelled. If it wasn't for my trip to America, if you're watching this as far away as Trafalgar Square, you wouldn't be watching it. You wouldn't be seeing it, you wouldn't be hearing it. I then went, there's been a lot of accusations against me. And a gentleman called Bob Shillman, okay, who I've never met. But everyone says, because he used to give money to Rebel Media, who are a media network, and I was employed by them in 2015. So I thought, you know what, I'm in America. I'm going to go see Bob Shillman. And I went to see him and I said, for the British public, Bob, will you help? And Bob Shillman donated $100,000. This event would not be happening if I didn't go to the United States of America. You would not be watching it. That's a higher power. But you know more than anything, it wouldn't be happening without the individuals, you, who put £5 in, £10 in, £20 in. And there was a lot of criticism. You're always asking for money. Yeah, look what we've just put on. The biggest event in British history. Just 3 years ago, we were deplatformed, we were censored, we couldn't speak to any of you, there was no momentum, there was no movement, nothing was broken. Look where we've come in those 3 years. 10,000 people watching our films in That's how we've got the country in this country, for 40 million people. We have just running over our entire capital city with patriots. Who didn't choose the life he chose to fight for humanity. He chose to fight for the thing we have, and that's our free speech. So right now, for 60 seconds, I want the loudest applause and a round of applause to Elon Musk.
Hey! Hey, hey! Lend us a quid, Elon. Big up Elon Musk.
Thank you, Elon, on behalf of Great Britain. Now, certain people are trying to take our speech, and certain people are fighting for our speech. The ripple that's come out of the United States, this is why it's so important. The most powerful government in the world, right now, they're fighting for you. Let me play this next video.
Controlling who and how many people enter our countries, this is not an expression of xenophobia, it is not hate. It is a fundamental act of national sovereignty. And the failure to do so is not just an abdication of one of our most basic duties owed to our people. It is an urgent threat to the fabric of our societies and the survival of our civilization itself. We want allies who are proud of their culture and of their heritage, who understand that we are heirs to the same great and noble civilization, and who together with us are willing and able to defend it. An alliance, the alliance that we want is one that is not we want an alliance and all we leaving our nations prouder, stronger, so our children. We should be proud of what we achieved together in the last century. But now we must confront and embrace the opportunities of a new one. Because yesterday is over. The future is inevitable. And our destiny together awaits. Thank you.
Although Keir Starmer may have messed up the special relationship isn't between them and the United States, it's between you and the United States. Again, I spent time there, I sat, there was a Congress, giving a presentation. They are wide awake, okay? If America falls to Islam, we've got no chance. But I don't believe they will, they're awake, they're already setting up, and there's some important individuals who have come out of the United States, not greater than Charlie Kirk. It was our event in September, just days before, where he was murdered, assassinated. Joe and I was on solitary confinement last year. There was no prouder moment when I sat there and I rang my son, and I bring my son, and my son would play the recordings of interviews. And Charlie Kirk gave an interview in the United States where he called on Donald Trump to sanction the British government for the unlawful and unfair imprisonment of myself for playing my documentary. So to Charlie Kirk, I've always been an admirer, okay? We want now, there should be an international Charlie Kirk Day once a year, where we come together and we recognise that man as a martyr. They feared Charlie Kirk because he awoke a nation. He captivated the next generation. He brought them back to Jesus. He gave them faith. He got them involved in democracy again. Right now we're going to have a tribute. Mike has flown from the United States of America. He's wrote a song. Mike, this is beautiful. This is a somber moment to the United States of America, to Charlie Kirk's family, to his wife. We loved him. The world loved him. Let's honour him.
Adulthood in order to become a more informed and involved citizen?
Well, first of all, thank you for being here, and I have hope thanks to people like you. How old are you again?
13.
13. Here's a couple things I want to encourage you to do. Learn something new every single day, and focus on what it means to be a good person and a person of strong character. Aristotle said that courage is the ultimate virtue, not that there are no other virtues. If people are courageous, you don't have honesty, you don't have justice, you don't have beauty, you don't have wonder. And so at age 13, I want you to commit yourself to a life of courage. Courage is doing the right thing when you don't know how it's going to work out. Courage is committing yourself to the correct course of action, regardless of the cost associated to it.
Every human being, I believe, is made in the image of the divine, is sacred, is unique. And if we get away from this principle as we have, we not only have moral degradation, we not only have the collapsing society around us, but it's bad for that being itself. That being itself is unique. That being has rights. And who are we to say, just because we're older, that we get to murder it? Thank you.
Can't seem to find the right words to say. I remember the time when freedom lay. I'm talking to your neighbor at the sea. Now we lost the voice of the end. come down in mercy rain. I don't want a civil war, no. God knows what it's for. For goodness sakes, John, I'm hard. Now, Lord, bring revival to the land.
So when you get there, we're not busy up there, you want
Do you not mean until I put your arm in the
We've got another song now. In honour of Charlie.
I remember the song. Cut myself.
One minute, people, 1 minute.
What's your first name? So this book.
agree, kickstart around. 100%. Elizabeth Tower. Yeah, we stand with you as well, America. We stand with you, Yanks, as well. Big up Donald Trump. That's the Yanks, well, America.
Thursday, Friday.
Freedom is life. Freedom was real, but they took our liberty away over time. Freedom is life. Freedom is real. This is all our liberty away. This is all our liberty away.
You know how.
Please start British.
The Irish flag. And I was attacked, like you've been attacked by the media for waving my flag in my own country. It's a disgrace. They want to get rid of nationality. They would never get rid of it. So I said, when I die, I want that on my coffin. And in Ireland, it's funny how things have gone. It's took all our resources. What they have in Ireland is not an Irish factory. What I'm going to say, as communists, do me a favor. This was given to me by the elders of it. It's a letter to give to President Donald Trump to highlight what is going on in Ireland. It is just every 400 you don't know where it's at. This is throughout Ireland. And it's not like things are spreading.
That's